So one of the cuts that people have been asking me a lot about, and I did do one video, but I think it was a bit too intricate for some, and this is also a cut that's in some of the Wellness Farms beef boxes, is the London Broil. People have a bad taste in their mouth, pun intended, about the London Broil because they think back to like the 1980s and the 90s when it was that overcooked, rubbery, dry Sunday steak and typically the London Broil is done with like a piece of the top round. Sometimes it's the flank steak. And the London Broil obviously just comes from taking a steak that typically isn't tender and broiling it. The American way is dumping a ton of like Italian dressing on there, but this one we're just gonna keep simple. I like the London Broil because it's a real clean bite and clean flavor. And when you're buying good meat, especially like the meat you would get from the Wellness Farms, you know that it's gonna have a really good flavor, but how do you cook it, right? So I'm gonna keep this one really, really simple on the London Broil. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and salt. I'm not gonna pepper it yet because we are gonna sear it. Just rub that all over, right? Get salt on both sides. It's really easy. I've got an oven going right now at 375 degrees. I'm gonna take this steak, I'm gonna throw it in the oven till it comes to about 105, 110 degrees, and then we're just gonna pull it out. We're gonna pan blast it and make a little pan sauce at the end, and that's it. It's gonna be that simple. So while the London Broil is slow roasting in the oven right now, because it's summertime and cherries are in season, I'm gonna make a little black cherry sauce. All I'm gonna do is slice these up, and I went to go try and take my knife on a honing steel, but the kids always take the honing steel and play swords with it and beat each other with it, so I don't have a steel. Well, the good news is, just so you guys know, you don't always need a honing steel. All you need is steel. Just take it on something steel and run it alongside it at a 45-degree angle, and you'll actually, while ruining your appliances, you'll hone your knife. So little kitchen tip right there for you. See? That actually put an edge back on the knife itself. Yeah, I hear you, buds. See, they're beating each other with the steel right now. Okay, quick cherry sauce. So I'm just gonna take these cherries down. I don't have a deep hitter. All I'm gonna do is just take these and cut them and squeeze them out. Look at that. Oh yeah, a little bit of cherry juice in there. And I take my knife, I run it around the outside like this. I turn the cherry, right, so it's open. I rip the pit out of one side and then throw it right down there. I'm not gonna do too many here. I'm gonna let the kids eat the rest of them. And this is enough for one London Broil, right? So these flavors are strong, tart, and that's what we want. We want kind of a tart sauce there. Oh God, I got it on the new apron. Okay, now I'm just gonna do a little bit of a slice here. Slice these into strips, and I'll get my sauce ready. So while my steak is in the oven, slow cooking right now, I'll be building this sauce. I'm gonna hit this with just a little mirin cooking wine, which it's acidic, but it's kind of sweet and acidic. I'm just gonna let those soak. And then we're gonna use this to make a butter sauce. You can add garlic to this, you can add spice, you can add chilies. I mean, this is really just the base. I'm gonna show you how to make just this real simple butter sauce. That's about it. So now, my steak has been in the oven for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna throw a carbon steel pan on the stove and start to get it hot to finish. All right, I'm pulling my steak now. This has been in here. Look at how ugly this is, right? Like, oh man, that's horrible, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry this just a touch, okay? And I'll use some of that liquid, but I'm just gonna dry the exterior. Okay, I got my pan going right here, nice and hot, blasting hot. And I'm gonna take this London Broil, I'm just gonna pan sear it. So I'm gonna sear this on both sides until it gets beautiful and golden brown on the exterior. Then we're gonna make our cherry sauce right in the pan. So I'll give this a flip, 30-second flip, right? Didn't get much color, but I'll keep going and keep getting more color on there. Okay, what are you trying to do? Oh, he's trying to sell stock. Okay, here we go, bud. You gotta move it over here. All right, you gotta see what's selling today. Look where the market's going, okay? See where the market's going? Okay, so I want you to sell it in 5 minutes, okay? There you go. Okay, yeah. See, this is still rare in the center right here. That's the beauty of this. All right, we got some beautiful color on there. So now what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna add the cherries on here. Gonna hit this with a ton of butter. I'm gonna pull the meat. I'm gonna finish this butter sauce. Look at that, we got that beautiful butter sauce right there, and that's it. I mean, let that butter melt in there. Let those cherries caramelize. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful cherry sauce. Just hit this with a little bit of chives. I mean, it's really that simple, right? That was like 2 or 3 minutes. Look at that beautiful sauce right there. So look at that rich, that beautiful butter sauce right there. Just that cherry butter sauce. I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, it's, oh my God, it's so, it's tart and sweet and a little bit salty. And it's got that beefiness in there. I impress myself sometimes. Now, I mean, you can eat this like a steak right now or just slice it up for everybody and have it like a roast. But there you go. I mean, this is a Wellness Farms London Broil with a sweet summer cherry sauce, a little bit of tartness on there. Very easy, very simple. We made this in less than 10 minutes. The key is go about 5 to 7 minutes in the oven at 325, pull it, dry it, pan blast it or throw it on the grill, and then just make your cherry sauce right in the pan. Now, if you are grilling it and you don't have the opportunity to make a pan sauce with the cherries, just take your cherries and saute them lightly in a pan and then just mount that with butter at the end. You'll have the same effect.